Hello, I have for you today the GR-55 guitar synthesizer by Roland. And the topic is how to make an assignment. As you know, on this machine you can assign this control pedal to do any number of functions, controlling effects patches, turning tones on and off, and so on. But I am going to show you how to make an assignment, specifically making a MIDI control change message, turning a component on and off. Now this machine has been factory reset, and I'm going to modify this first user patch. And the patch I'm going to edit is, the setting in this patch I'm going to edit is the amp modeling. I'm going to turn that on and off. Now that setting, I'll show you where it is, and by pressing this edit menu, I'm going to page over to the effects tab here with this page button. And what I'm going to try to turn on and off is this amp model. And by this box over here, this indicates whether this is on or off. And that's what I'm going to control. So, to make your assignment, you have to go to the Assign section. Now that is in the Master tab. So I'm going to page over to Master, and there's an option in here for Assign. So I'm going to cursor to highlight Assign, press Enter to go into that menu. And now I have 8 assigns that I can make in this patch. I'm only going to use one, so I'm going to make sure this is turned on. These others are turned off by default. Off, off. Go back to 1. Now the target is the parameter, the setting I want to turn on and off. Now I want to turn the amp modeling on and off. So right now it's on amp type solo switch. That's not what I want. So I'm going to turn this dial until I get to the amp type switch. This is what turns the amp on and off. So that is set. My target minimum is off and my maximum is on. So that means when I send a MIDI control change message of 0, it'll turn that target off, and when I send one CC message of 127, it turns it on. Now my source is what will be doing this action. Right now it's set to my CTL pedal, and that's fine if you want that to happen. But I actually want this to turn on and off via a MIDI control change message from another device. So I've already pre-chosen that I want the MIDI control change number 80 to do this action. So I'm going to turn this dial until my source says CC 80. And there we go. I'm going to exit out, and to see whether or not this is actually happening, I'm going to put us into this effects page, and here is the box that should be going on and off. Now to do this, I'm using the Roland FC-300 MIDI foot controller. And there are other devices that will do the same thing, such as a MIDI keyboard controller, but I'm using this as an example, and I'm going to use these 2 control pedals here to do this action. Now in the FC-300, this has been factory reset as well, in case you're wondering. Now I need to know what message this control pedal is sending. So I'm parametering over in this patch. Oh, and there's control 1. Assign is CC 80. I can change this to other numbers, but I want 80, so I'm going to leave it there. Okay, exit. Now I'm going to press this control pedal to send the CC80 message. And as you can see on the GR-55, when I press the pedal, this amp box goes on and off. There you go. Now I can assign the second control pedal to do something as well, or I can assign this expression pedal on the FC-300 to do something. It's basically all MIDI control change messages. If you think about it, that leaves, since there are 8 different assigns available to you in a patch, that leaves quite a few options that you can control. So I hope that you found this very helpful, and I thank you for watching.